Hello everyone, welcome to Pedagogy Rapid Revision Practice Test Session. I am your host Amrita and I am here to make you revise some important questions related to pedagogy. As you know that teacher eligibility test is going to be conducted very soon. It is in the month of March, and all the future teachers who are aspiring today are making practice for it. So let's go with this test and see that how you are prepared. I believe that this test will help you revise some important questions. And if I talk about pedagogy, dear learners, it is not only related with teaching, it is related with the learning capacity of the students. While teaching in the classes, the teachers, and I would say that really a competent teacher, makes some class strategies, rules, methods, and so that all the students in the class get along and they go together and keep the same pace. Everyone improves, everyone learns in the classes. So the method, the concept by which the teachers teaches, that is called pedagogy. So there are some questions related with it. I'm having a set of 25 questions for you. Options would be there. Though it is a recorded session, but I'm here with you. I'm going to say that how you are answering the question. It would be good if you put your answers in the chat window. I'm going to open the chat window for you. So your answer should go there, and keep answering. Listen to the explanation carefully. The things will become more clear, and the test will take you one step closer to your dream to be a successful teacher. So here we are going to start it. And at the end of, another important thing is that at the end of your test must tell me that how many points you have got out of 25. So we are going to begin, and here comes the first question for you. Get ready. Of the session, it would be good if you tell me how many points you have got. So let's start our test session in a happy mood. I believe you will love the questions. Questions are important, easy, and it will cover, I believe, a good part of pedagogy studies. So this is pedagogy rapid revision for you guys. The first question is, you have to choose the correct definition. And yeah, the important question, pedagogy mainly refers to, four options are, does it relate to school administration, art and the science of teaching, curriculum design only, or student evaluation? स्कूल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से रिलेटेड है ये जो पेडागॉजी है, वो टीचिंग की आर्ट और साइंस है, क्यूरिकुलम डिज़ाइन करने को कहते हैं पेडागॉजी, या फिर स्टूडेंट इवेल्युएशन को बोलते हैं पेडागॉजी? द करेक्ट आंसर इज बी, दैट इज आर्ट एंड साइंस ऑफ टीचिंग. टीचिंग की कला को हम बोलते हैं पेडागॉजी. Your second question is, andragogy is related to the education of children, adolescents, adults, or teachers? Learning is endless process for everyone. So andragogy is related to ABCG. Give your answers in the chat window. Yes, good. It is answer C, that is, it is related with the study of adults. Which terms refer to learning by doing? कुछ करते हुए सीखना किस टर्म को रेफर करता है? रूट लर्निंग, पैसिव लर्निंग, एक्सपेरिमेंटल लर्निंग और abstract learning. रूट लर्निंग मीन्स जब हम कुछ लर्न करके क्रैम करके लर्न कर रहे हैं, किसी दूसरे को सीख के लर्न कर रहे हैं. पैसिव लर्निंग, एक्सपेरिमेंशियल. ओके गुड, योर आंसर इज करेक्ट, दैट इज सी. जब कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट करके लर्न किया जाता है, खुद एक्सपीरियंस से लर्न किया जाता है, that is called experiential learning, and that was the right answer. The process of continuous assessment of learners is called. What is the process of continuous assessment is called? Examination, evaluation, that is CCE, that is continuous and comprehensive evaluation, or it is measurement. The process of continuous assessment of learner is called. Yes, it is not measurement, it is not evaluation, it is not examination. C is the right answer, that is continuous and comprehensive evaluation. Continuous and comprehensive evaluation means when the students are evaluated all through the session, and that is on different grounds. It is not only related with their academics, it is related with their participation in different activities, and it is related with their behavior, how they are doing in the classes, how they are doing in their what is quarterly tests or unit tests. So that is overall look on their development. That type of assessment is called continuous comprehensive evaluation. And dear learners, the objective of continuous comprehensive evaluation remains key. It is to reduce the burden of final examination. It is to check their sectors where they are really excellent and where they can excel. So comprehensive continuous evaluation has great significance, and teachers generally adopt this method to check the progress of their learners. Intelligence quotient is used to measure emotional intelligence, mental ability, personality, or creativity. Intelligence quotient. Yes, it is B, and we can even understand IQ की बात हो रही है, तो it is related with mind. Motivation that comes from within the learner is called. मोटिवेशन जो स्टूडेंट्स के अंदर से आती है, जो स्टूडेंट खुद मोटिवेटेड फील करते हैं, व्हाट इज दैट कॉल्ड? extrinsic motivation, social motivation, intrinsic motivation, or external motivation. A, B, C, D. Good, it is B is the right answer for that. Which terms refer to individual difference among learners? Your options are heredity, environment, diversity, variation. Individual differences among learners. The correct answer is variation. The theory that emphasizes stimulus response. The theory that emphasizes stimulus response is constructivism, behaviorism, cognitivism, or humanism. The theory that emphasizes stimulus response. बिहेवियर से रिलेटेड जो थ्योरीज हैं, बिहेवियर से रिलेटेड जो स्टडी है उससे स्टिमुलस मीन्स the theory emphasizes stimulus response is called behaviorism. एक स्टूडेंट जो है वो कैसे बिहेव करता है, the study and emphasis on that is called stimulus response. Inclusive education means teaching only gifted students, teaching only average students, teaching all learners together, or teaching separately. Inclusive education. Inclusive education means teaching all the learners together. So answer C is correct. What is formative assessment? These are the terms that is generally used by the teachers in the schools, and teachers need to be aware of all these terms. And this test is not only just clearing the test, but this is a one step closer to be a successful teacher. So what is formative assessment? Assessment at the end of the year, assessment during the learning process, assessment only for grading, assessment only for promotion. If you are preparing, you would be knowing the answer. That is B, assessment during the learning process. So how the students are making progress when the teachers give their assessment evaluation by and by, that is called formative assessment. This is not the final result the teacher is telling, but this is the evaluation by teacher during the learning time when the students are making progress in the classes by and by. What is summative assessment? Continuous evaluation, final evaluation after instruction, informal classroom observation, or oral questioning only. What is summative assessment? B is the correct answer. Final evaluation after instructions. पूरा इंस्ट्रक्शंस देने के बाद जो बच्चों का रिजल्ट है that is called summative assessment. The students' final performance after they have taken instructions from the teacher or from the questions that they are getting before attempting. When you sit for any type of examination, there remains final instructions and you go accordingly, and the result of that is called summative assessment. Lexical coherence in the passage is mainly achieved through lexical coherence, sentence punctuation, repetition and related vocabulary, only grammar rules, paragraph length. Very interesting question. Lexical, if you understand the word that is related with vocabulary, and good, B is a correct answer here. That is when you are repeating the words using different vocab for that and using related vocabulary. So that is called lexical coherence. Which of the following best shows lexical coherence? The boy is playing, it is raining, I like apples. The boy is playing football, the game is exciting and the players are energetic. The boy is playing, run fast, blue sky. Football is round, grammar is difficult. Which of the following best shows lexical coherence? लेक्सिकल कोहिरेंस मतलब एक तो वर्ड्स और आपस में जो बात को जोड़ रहे हों, एक दूसरे सेंटेंस को आपस में कंबाइन कर रहे हों, मीनिंग क्लियर कर रहे हों, दैट इज a boy is playing, it is raining, I like apples. It is not giving any sense. I like apples seems to be sentence that is not related with playing or raining. The boy is playing football, the game is exciting and the players are energetic. So there is a coherence, the sentences are connected and the words, the vocabulary used is making the sentence stand together. The boy is playing, run fast, blue sky, that is also not giving any sense of coherence, and same with the D. So B is a correct answer here. We need to check and so B is a correct answer. lexical coherence, that keep the sentences or words connected with the same use of repeated words or the ideas. Which of the following is not a type of lexical cohesion? This question will make you better understand the previous question also. Repetition, synonyms, reference, or collocation. Which of the following is not a type of lexical cohesion? लेक्सिकल कोहेजन का टाइप क्या नहीं है? अब अगर देखो तो रिपीटिशन तो लेक्सिकल का पार्ट है, सिनोनिम्स यूज कर रहे हो आप, सेम वर्कैब यूज कर रहे हो, दैट इज आल्सो द पार्ट ऑफ लेक्सिकल कोहेजन. कोलोकेशन व्हेन द वर्ड्स आर कोलोकेटेड, and references we talk about, that is not the term related with lexical cohesion. What is rubric in education? Your options are a grammar book, a scoring guide used for assessment, a worksheet, or a lesson plan format. Rubric, that is, I believe, a very common word. Very fast, give your answers in the chat window. It is a recorded session, but I am here. Yes, interesting. The B is correct answer. A scoring guide used for assessment. You know, when teachers have to give marks to the student, it is not like that they are giving them the points according to their desire or what. I remember when we were at school or even students today कि टीचर का मूड अच्छा होगा तो उन्होंने अच्छे नंबर दे दिए, उनका मूड खराब होगा तो उन्होंने बुरे नंबर दे दिए. Such type of things we as a student generally talk, but that is not correct. Teachers are provided with rubrics and they give points to the learners according to the assessment guide. तो कैसे कैसे उनको मार्क्स देने हैं, उनको असेसमेंट गाइड प्रोवाइड किया जाता है जिसके अकॉर्डिंगली स्टूडेंट्स को मार्क्स मिलते हैं, एंड दैट इज रूब्रिक इन एजुकेशन. An analytical rubric is best described as a rubric used only for final exams, a rubric that ignores language accuracy, a rubric that gives only one overall score, a rubric that evaluates different criteria separately. Analytical rubric क्या होता है? A, B, C, D. Analytical rubric is not a rubric that evaluates different criteria separately. It is not only overall score. It is not even ignoring the language accuracy. A rubric used for final examination is called analytic rubric. Remedial teaching is mainly done to teach new syllabus quickly, increase classroom homework, replace regular teaching, or help weak learners overcome learning difficulties. Remedial, if you understand the meaning, है ना, रेमेडी किसी चीज को ठीक करना. सो द आंसर इज डी. वीक स्टूडेंट्स को उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स से निकलने में मदद करने का जो टीचिंग मेथड है, दैट इज रेमेडियल टीचिंग. Peer assessment means student evaluate each other's work. जब बच्चे जो हैं अपना एक दूसरे के काम को इवेल्युएट करते हैं, पेरेंट्स स्टूडेंट्स का काम इवेल्युएट करते हैं या टीचर्स इवेल्युएट करते हैं, स्टूडेंट इवेल्युएट देयर ऑन वर्क ओनली, या फिर स्टूडेंट्स अपने आप को खुद इवेल्युएट करते हैं. व्हाट इज पीयर असेसमेंट? Easy to guess, easy to understand even. Answers in the chat window. नाम से पता चल रहा है peer assessment. So A is a correct answer. जब स्टूडेंट एक दूसरे के वर्क को इवेल्युएट करते हैं, जज करते हैं, समझते हैं कि किसने कैसा काम किया है, that is called peers assessment. And dear learners, you know that peer assessment is another way to keep student motivated about learning. जब एक दूसरे के वर्क को चेक कर रहे हैं, they also get the motivation, or they also understand their own mistakes. They become more careful in learning, I would say. Communicative competence refers to ability to communicate effectively in real situations, memorize vocabulary lists, writing only formal essays, or only the knowledge of grammar. Communicative competence का क्या मतलब होता है? कि आप में क्षमता है कि आप रियल सिचुएशन में अच्छे से कम्युनिकेट कर सकें, या फिर बहुत सी वोकैबुलरी लर्न कर लेना कम्युनिकेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस है, अच्छा एस्से लिख लेना कम्युनिकेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस है, या फिर ग्रामर की नॉलेज होना कम्युनिकेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस है. कम्युनिकेटिव से ही मालूम चल रहा है कि ग्रामर नॉलेज की बात नहीं हो रही है, राइटिंग की बात भी नहीं हो रही है, मेमोराइजिंग वोकैबुलरी की भी बात नहीं हो रही है. दो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, नॉलेज ऑफ एवरीथिंग इज इम्पॉर्टेंट बट फॉर कम्युनिकेशन, बट यहाँ पे जो बात हो रही है, सो ए इज़ अ राइट आंसर, दैट इज एबिलिटी टू कम्युनिकेट इफेक्टिवली in real situations. Communicative competence is highly needed when the students attend some job interviews. Learners' autonomy refers to teachers controlling all activities, teachers giving only lectures, students avoiding homework, or student taking responsibility for their own learning. A, B, C, D. This is like rapid fire, just only to help you revise the things, learners. those who are preparing for teacher eligibility test. And our today's session is pedagogy rapid fire. So good, D is a correct answer here. When the students take responsibility of their own learning, when they become responsible by themselves, that is learner's autonomy. Child-centered pedagogy focuses mainly on teachers lecture only, students explore, strict memorizing or textbook reading. Child-centered pedagogy किस चीज़ पे फोकस होती है कि टीचर्स का लेक्चर हो सिर्फ, स्टूडेंट खुद एक्सप्लोर करें, या स्ट्रिक्ट मेमोराइजिंग के लिए स्टूडेंट को कहा जाए, या फिर टेक्स्ट बुक रीडिंग के लिए कहा जाए. चाइल्ड सेंटर्ड पेडागॉजी, ABCD. This is the B, that is the right answer here. Students explore. A situation in which the students are encouraged to explore the things by themselves. That is called child-centered pedagogy. In the taxonomy proposed by Benjamin Bloom, the highest level of cognitive learning is remembering, understanding, applying, or creating. ABCD. The correct answer is D. The highest level of cognitive learning is the answer is D. Which of the following is an example of psychomotor domain? Which of the following is an example of psychomotor domain? Remembering grammar rules, writing an essay with proper handwriting, showing respect to teachers, understanding a story. Psychomotor domain. A, B, C, D. What do you think is the right answer? Yes, the correct answer is B, because here the students are using both their intelligence and physical power. They are writing with their hands, and they are thinking while writing, and also writing beautifully. So writing is a physical activity, and thinking is related with our motor activity. So writing an essay with proper handwriting is related with the psychomotor domain. It is not remembering grammar. Here only mental activity is going on. Showing respect is related with behavior. Understanding goes only with the cognitive skills, but we have to go with psychomotor. Two skills are needed here, so that is the part B. Which of the activities belong to cognitive domain? Which of the activities belong to the cognitive domain? Showing interest in learning, writing neatly in a notebook, solving a grammar exercise using rules, participating in dance activity. So कॉग्निटिव डोमेन कौन सा होता है? अभी मैंने वैसे बात की है कॉग्निटिव डोमेन की लास्ट क्वेश्चन को डिस्कस करते हुए, ABCD. Cognitive domain is related with our thinking, our mind power. So showing interest in learning is not related with cognitive domain. Writing is related with motor domain. Participating in dance activity is also related with motor because some physical activity is going on there. But solving a grammar exercise depends all on our mind, ability of mind. It is mental agility, mental ability. So it is a cognitive domain. So dear learners, this is done with the test. And yeah, this is done with the test for today. Hope you would have revised some important questions and you have checked that how you people are prepared for the upcoming test. I would ask you to put your total score in the chat window, and thank you for being there. Keep practicing. I wish you all the best for your upcoming test. Take care.